let me first of all introduce one of the most amazing entrepreneurial demons, well, maybe I shouldn't call him that I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, and that would be Hugh Dunnit. Hugh is, in case you did not know, the director of America First or Second. He is also a homeless engineer working on the problem of orbital nutrition. I'll ask him why he's, I know why he's homeless. I won't ask him that, it's embarrassing. He is also the current director of the Foundation for Foundation Repair. Now, Hugh, tell me why it is that you are directing an organization that talks about America first or second.
Well, before we get there, boss, remember it's not homeless. It's unhomed.
Okay, unhomed.
Yes, please. We unhomed people are very adamant about labels. Pejorative labels are not good these days.
I'm sorry, I didn't
But
mean
as far
to be,
as America first or second, which is the question
didn't
you
mean
asked
to be
me.
pejorative.
Yeah, well, it's
Okay.
It happens. But as far as America first or second, what's in a name? Would a rose not smell as sweet with a different name? So first, second, and again, where warfare and trade wars and all that are evolving. So there's no more first, second. There's no more winners and losers. There's just participation trophies. So
okay,
that's pretty much our movement in a nutshell.
So you homeless engineers, I suppose, are behind that, but you're also behind this study of orbital nutrition. Now, how did that come about?
That's a really interesting story, boss. When I was in, Catholic school, we had a lot of vegetables went bad because they always told us eat your vegetables because people in India are starving. But anyway. That's neither here nor there.
So a lot
of the vegetables went bad. So I looked into how we could, for instance, rancid avocados are very unappetizing. So I looked into how we could fix that. And what we found out, originally was going to be a way to dispose of them, to shoot them into orbit, and eventually they'd burn up in the atmosphere. But we found out the cosmic rays, which you're familiar with, actually interacted with the fructose, sucrose, and amino acids in the vegetable and converted them back to their original state. So it's quite a remarkable achievement.
Okay, now this Foundation for Foundation Repair, I can see why that would be critical, because so many of the homes here in America, well, the foundation is not what it should be, even with some of the new homes. And so I guess when you deal with foundation repair in homes, you're doing a big service.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually one of the chief causes of so much people being unhomed is poor foundations, which is, I know you didn't want me to talk about that, but had I had a solid foundation, I would not be one of the unhomed. But what I did is I followed the money, which is always a good thing to do. You do that quite frequently. You follow my money, I know.
Yes.
And it turns out it's the foundations of the form of government.
Well, I can accept that the foundations of our form of government are probably needing some attention, because I see attacks every day on this.
I'm sorry, boss. The slide, I misspoke. What it is we're focusing on the farms of government.
Our farm of
government, yes.
So do they have anything to do with this orbital nutrition problem you've been talking about? What I understood is that because of tariffs and other things that drive prices up, that you won't find in the produce department some of the things you used to, or if you, like for example in this slide, it looks to me like this avocado it's actually a potato with an avocado kind of painting over
I'm not seeing that at all, boss. I don't know what, what organization you belong to that's anti. That looks perfectly like an avocado to me. I'm just not seeing it. And as far as tariffs, we're forming a new cost organization that will prove that tariffs actually reduce prices.
As a vegetarian, I always look for the plant-based things in the grocery store, and this layel that I'm seeing now about paint-based, I think I may have confused it with plant-based and bought some avocados that were actually potatoes. I guess you're saying I must be mistaken?
Well, boss, to tell you the truth, as always, you're right on top of things, and you've exposed the fraud that I'm sadly guilty of promoting, that we do in fact have paint-based vegetables.
As long as we're admitting things, you are an agent for certain writers, and I understand you're responsible for an entire new genre which is called nonfiction. So some of the nuns that taught you in high school are now writing, well, like for example, this one here, Sister Lucy Berta. I understand that you had a discussion with her, and she said she had a book in her, and you told her to go to the doctor, and the doctor took some x-rays, and he said, I can't find a book, so you told her to write one.
Yeah, it took a while to get the book out of her, but yeah, she eventually, after appropriate
and she is talking about her affair with Ned Zeppelin, that rock star guy.
Yeah, he's a very world famous bass player, but we're trying to keep that affair kind of a low key, maybe KG or something.
There's another book, Nuns of the Above. I guess there's a story behind that too, because Sister Greta Flusher, she claims to be able to levitate. Is she a mechanic or what?
She claims a lot of things under the
she used to work at AutoZone before she went to the nunnery.
With appropriate edibles, she pretty much claims a lot of things.
Let me ask you another nun that you're familiar with. Claims to have been in the NFL, what can I call it? Professional football. Sister Eula Combo said that she was a formidable defensive lineman.
Well,
woman.
She exaggerates a little bit, boss. Her association with the pro football was mainly let's just say she's been in a lot of pro football locker rooms.
And how come she's driving a tractor on the cover of the book?
Well, it was the only prop we had, so what else could we do?